You mentioned Ethan. So I haven't had Ethan's, but I remember back in 2022, was that the first year it came onto the market?
So you're probably referring to the Passover,
Yeah, the sorghum
the
whiskey.
sorghum whiskey.
Yeah,
Yes, so last year, 2022 was the first year of that, but
I
we
was right.
first
Yeah.
came out with a straight bourbon under that brand,
Hmm.
and a honey and maple flavored also, actually.
Oh,
Um,
interesting.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
brand is going to be very different than it is 2 years from now. There's going to be uh, three different Pesach whiskeys, three
Mm,
different flavor. Yeah, three different.
wow.
And we're planning on producing, different. We're going to have different years aging on the bourbon. We want to do double barrel, which means aging in port barrels or in wine barrels. We really
Wow.
want to develop that. I mean, that Ethan started as a gimmick, and it
Hmm.
just blew up. So we're really hoping to do something with it.
Wow. Wow. Well, so okay, so I have so many questions about your spirits. Because you also have this Anoche over here. This Anoche, so it's a I imagine you have a Blanco of it, but it's a reposado tequila. More interestingly, kosher certified for Passover. So before this year, there weren't any kosher for Passover certified reposados on the market, correct? So 2023 was the first year of kosher certified for Passover reposado. So there's maybe one or two, aside from yours, maybe one other similar product out there, which is pretty impressive because, well, first of all, for spirits lovers, certainly American folks, we like our straight stuff, but stuff that's experienced time in a barrel is special stuff for us. And I know it's only 1 week, but it's nice to have to elevate our Passover experience these aged products. So I'm curious. First of all, I'm curious to hear the story of your relationship with how all this Ethan stuff got going, and also how did you get this reposado going?
There is a connection to Nashville.
Uh-huh.
The person that connected us to Nashville also had the connection to the distillery in Mexico,
Hmm.
and that's how we started. So we told them, listen, our company likes to do, but the owners, by the way, happen to be Jewish.
Hmm.
So the discussion with the huge, I mean, I don't know if they were religious, but they have a very big Jewish identity. So
Hmm.
the discussion was of us trying to tell them, listen, we want to do something that I've never done before, and that's aged tequila for Passover. And they loved it. They loved the idea that we're going to be doing something for the first time,
Wow.
and pretty much that's how it happened. Now, it really wasn't simple. We had to bring the OU in. There was a lot of discussions on
Hmm.
what you can use. Of course, the barrels had to be new, and
Hmm.
the enzymes had to be kosher for Passover, and
Hmm.
it's not as simple as it sounds. The process is the same.
Hmm.
Tequila ended up being, the same, but a lot of steps that needed to be taken in to produce this product. By the way, same thing with the sorghum whiskey. There are other sorghum whiskeys out there,
Hmm.
but they're not kosher for Passover.
Right.
To make a sorghum whiskey kosher for Passover, you really have to start the supervision, from harvest.
Hmm.
How you when you take
Wow.
the sorghum, and like, there's a whole thing that then the distillery had to be shut down for a month, and all the chametz stuff had to be kicked out. It's really not a simple thing.
Wow.
So there are, I think, five other sorghum whiskeys. This is the only one that is kosher for Passover.
And you mentioned before we started recording, reposado is not the end of your aging of tequilas, correct?
Right. So we're hoping that by next year we already have the anejo. But by
Hmm.
by next Pesach we're going to have the only kosher to Pesach anejo.
That's very exciting. That's
Yeah.
probably first time in history.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. That's pretty big stuff. Are there other spirits, novel things you're doing in the spirits realm?
I can share with you that in barrels right now
Yeah.
we have another kosher for Passover whiskey, which I can't
Hmm.
really talk about
We'll stay tuned.
because it seems everything that we do, people copy us, which is
Oh,
great flattery.
right.
But it's in barrels. It takes 5 years to make.
Hmm.
So whoever's, when you guys are going to see it 2 years from now, it's going to take them 5 years to copy us.